His son, Eugene, at whom you're looking, is in the lead by 40. Here's a bird's eye view of downtown Toledo. By Adam Apo's opponent, Eugene McCune. Here's the Hawaiian. Spare working. A 10 pin. You know, he, coming to this frame, was trailing by 40 pins, and while we were away, he asked Frank Esposito, Johnny Campus, and Kevin Shippey for a re-rack. So he's in control of his mental game here today, because you remember McCune started with 6 in a row, then marked with a spare. So routine spare for Apo as we go to Bo Burton.
Thank you, Chris Schenkel. Phil Ringener, you bowled 300 on the championship pair last night. How are the lanes today compared to what happened last night for you?
Well, it seems like the right lane's pretty close to the same. The left lane hooks a little bit earlier. I think I'm going to move a little bit right and throw a little harder and see if I can get it to play right.
You're going to go hard like McCune?
Well, not quite that hard. I don't think I'd throw it that hard.
He throws them hard too, Chris. An exciting match coming up. There's a lot left in this one.
In-frame strike, and a necessary one for Adam Apo of Honolulu. Next Saturday, of course, we'll be back on the air at our normal time of 3 Eastern. We started a little early here in Toledo today because there's so much action on ABC today. It'll be the Flagship City Open. That's a week from today. Join us. Oh, yeah, right back. 8-frame strike. 7 out of 8 for Eugene McCune.
Well, the key, Chris, I believe, is going to be the left-hand lane. This is one of the sweetest pairs we've ever had for a championship round. The right-hand lane, 26, not only carries well, but if you pull the ball a little bit, it sets. If you swing it, it flips back to the pocket. The key is the left-hand lane. They have to guard against throwing it too hard because they have a tendency to drift high, as he left a 4-pin in the previous shot here. Let's see what happens.
And then there was this.
And you know what? That opens up the possibility of losing the game. And the only thing he can do is 2 things. He can either go over here in the 4-7 zone, try to drive a pin into this area, or take the safer route and go over to the right side and try to drive the 6 into the 4. Let's see what happens.
That's 2:15 through 9.
All right, that sets up a chance for Adam Apo to come back and win the match. He's been in the pocket every ball. He's going at a 2:08 pace, but he has a potential 2:38. McCune now going at 2:35 pace. A must strike right here for Apo.
And he does it. And there's Patricia, Adam's wife, parents of 2, Adam and Summer.
Who says there's no reciprocity in this sport. He's throwing every ball good for 8 frames. He gets a break when he absolutely needs it. Now, how can he perform in the clutch? Watch his reaction. He knows this is going high. Trips out the 6-10. Under the gun last night, he threw 2 strikes to make the championship round. He needs that performance right now. How disappointing.
Oh, that's 7-pin.
He cannot win. He can only end up with 217. McCune will just need 3 pins on 2 balls. An automatic. Apo bowled so well, just nothing good happened.
So the folks back in Hawaii, you will see him again. He used to bowl on a friend of mine's bowling team in Honolulu, Danny Kaliakini, probably the #1 Hawaiian entertainer at the Kahala Hilton, and Danny had a bowling team, and Adam was one of the very talented members. He has a lot of fans over there in that beautiful state.
There's a lot of fans here too, Chris. One of the most likable young men ever to come on tour. Great game though, 214, and he deserved a lot more.
And now he lives in your hometown of St. Louis.
St. Louis, Missouri. He'll get rid of that snow and head back to Hawaii, but this man has disposed of 1 opponent. He'll go on to meet another fireballer, Philip Ringener. It's going to be the missile man against the fireball in game 2.
This is the PBA National Championship at Imperial Lanes in Toledo, Ohio, with lots of snow on the ground outside. Temperatures, oh, like borderline teens and 20s.
You've only been here 2 days. How about,
No, I didn't come early.
how about borderline 0?
Yeah, that was terrible, wasn't it?
Oh, it was fun.
Nelson Burton, my colleague, and there is former competitor of his, McCune's dad, Don. Nelson bowling here beautifully, finishing 13th.
Hey, thank you, Chris. Long week, 7 days of action for the players, 56 games, 297 players went to the starting gate. We're now down to just 3.
2:45 to 2:14 as ABC Sports presentation of the Professional Bowlers Tour will return.